During this pandemic, a survey by McKinsey showed that an unprecedented share of consumers, including B2B customers, began changing brands. They are actively looking for another supplier if their primary needs are unmet. Some factors include consistent experience for 80% and on-time delivery for 67%. Java Corp is no exception. Their inconsistent and long purchase order time could be a real blow to the customer's trust. We are here to fix it. My name is Samuel. With our dedicated team, Diva, Gilbrand, Aaron, Fadli, Petlina, and Raisha, will present our analysis on improving purchase order system in Java Corp.
Our main problem in Java Corp is in the long purchase order cycle time due to several problems, such as the inconsistency process for the creations of POs in the system once a requisition is approved. Taking into account the 4 solutions criteria below, we recommend doing GC to invest in the Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP.
Java Corp is a company based in Jakarta that specializes in providing paper cup for food and beverages companies, such as KFC, McDonald's, Awe, Starbucks, Kapal Api, and Top Coffee. The company implemented make-to-order system, with some products allowed to use make-to-stock.
Next, we identify all elements of Java Corp's end-to-end business process through cyborg diagram that explained in the slide.
After identifying the process analysis, then we analyze the CTQ. From the CTQ, we find that the cycle time for the POs delayed the process of receiving a product or service in a timely manner. In addition, the 2-question survey shows that the actual cycle time spent on requisition approval is still below the desired time frame, which indicates that JC needs to improve their cycle time.
From the data we gathered in the previous slide, we can move forward to determine and identify the needs and goals of Java Corp. The problem can be identified is the majority of purchase order that still needs manual intervention, which results in the efficacy ratio of 44 purchase order every month. However, this number was very low compared to other competitors due to the inconsistent process of creation of the purchase order by Java Corp. Hence, we'll be focusing on developing solutions on strategic sources department that directly handle purchase order with the focus of analysis on the purchase order cycle time. The case we try to solve is to increase the department monthly saving by reducing the time of issuing purchase order. And the expected results will be the increase on customer satisfaction by increasing efficacy ratio of purchase order being issued to the supplier.
To determine the reasoning behind Java Corporation problem, which is the lengthy duration of requisition into a purchase order process, the team then lists some potential causes and issues that may affect the overall cycle time. We then discover 5 root issues, which is written in bold, consisting of inexperienced staff, the abundant number of processes, process with manual handling, data inaccuracy on requisition, and last but not least, missing details in requisition. To ensure the validity of the root cause analysis, we then conduct a hypothesis test in relation to determine the relation of requisition distribution with the cycle time.
From the root cause finding regarding the long process of requisition to be issued as purchase order, the data here show to help us understand further about the issues. The fitted line plot shows strong correlation between cycle time and queuing time, which indicates the poor distribution of requisition impact the cycle time. The report cycle time also proves that almost half of the purchase order issued are exceeding the upper limit given, which is the 5 days. From the process capability index number, we can also conclude that the process of issuing purchase order more likely to be outside the defined limit. This implies that Java Corp needs immediate tangible action to solve this problem.
In order to select the suitable solution for JC, we need to determine the selection criteria. The main criteria for the selection are cost, efficacy rate, implementation time, and relevance to the root cause. The value obtained for the importance of these criteria are all calculated using expert choice. In selecting the solution, we also consider their objective, which is to improve the efficacy rate per POs, where the minimum number of POs per month has to reach 50 after the improvement. And we also consider the budget that they have to select the improvements.
Solution overview. Summary of all the alternatives options we considered below. For the solutions, we have 6 options, which is ERP, redesign distribution method, reorganization, dashboard development, and also combinations of 2 alternatives, which is redesign distribution method combined with reorganization and redesign distribution method combined with dashboard development. We map the selection criteria to each solutions options, as can be seen on the presentations.
We try to check the feasibility of the 6 options. Based on the purchase order target, only investing in ERP and combination of redesign distribution and reorganization can reach the purchase order target of 50. By taking account the budget utilization, we retain the ERP and 2 others combination options. And using a decision-making software, we advise that Java Corp should invest in ERP.
Using ERP to help Java Corp improvise. In where ERP is an information system that allows manufacturing to integrate and automate process and production. Therefore, by using it, Java Corp would be able to automate and centralize the system. By using the ERP system, it will help solve multiple root causes that is found in the fishbone, such as inaccurate data, multiple processes, no central requisition on PeopleSoft, and missing detail in acquisition.
After choosing ERP, we can mitigate the risk of the solution by constructing failure mode and effect analysis. We found that at least there is 3 potential failure modes, which are inefficient software system design, lack of open communication, and inadequate project management and control. Each of these has its potential effects on failure. After looking for the root cause of the failures, we can make suggestions on how to mitigate those failures. By calculating the risk priority number or RPN, we found that lack of open communication has the highest RPN. It means this factor is a priority to prepare before the application of the ERP system in Java Corp.
Lastly, as you can see in this slide, we provide the potential risk graph based on the previous slide regarding risk assessment table to help visualize the fatality of each potential failure. Based on this scatter chart, we can conclude that although inadequate project management control has a higher level of impact and an inefficient software system design holds a higher number of probability occurrence, the lack of communication sustains a linear amount of both effect and prevalence. Therefore, during ERP implementation period, it is also important to note that proper communication between teams are necessary to achieve the JC company's objective.
We believe that action needs to be taken to save and even make Java Corp the most reliable partner for F&B brands. And the time is now. Thank you.